Our new episode is dedicated to our hometown Taiwan, an island formerly known as Formosa in the 17th century and remains largely undiscovered by Western travelers. But for those who make it here, they are aimed for the real treat. Taiwan displays a wealth of culture with an eclectic mix of Chinese, Western, Japanese, and Indigenous influences. And the biggest surprise is Taiwan's nature. Through our story, we would like to share the highlight of the new Made in Taiwan. Taipei earned its fame when Taipei 101 held the tallest skyscraper title in the world in 2004. With almost 3 million populations, this densely inhabited city is full with skyscrapers, vibrant streets, and local markets. It is worth exploring the old district of Taipei. We started with Bangkok and Dihua Street district that are packed with traditional grocery shops and cultural boutiques. The prestigious Longshan Temple, long standing since 1738, is the best introduction to country's religious traditions. Next, we get to Wanhua and Bopiao historic areas that are home to Taipei's trading history and early 18th century architecture before we vanish into the city jungle. Speaking about Taiwanese traditional entertainment, the hand puppet show surely has a spot. The puppet art came from Fujian province in the Mi-Qing dynasty. Puppet masters utilized their unique one-man multiple voice talent brought to life each puppet character. We're invited to the Pili Fantasy World exhibition to celebrate the 30 years of Pili TV series. Thanks to CGI and modern technology, this tradition has found a new platform and continue evolving with new generations. The exhibition also invited Taiwanese designers such as Wang Li Ling, Alexander King Chen, Joya Pan to reimagine the costume for the main characters. Later on, we drove off to Jiufen, a mountain town that's just outside of Taipei. It's known for the narrow alleyways packed with poetic tea houses, street food stands, and souvenir shops. The old town holds a strong cultural value since its establishment in the late 1800s as a mining hub, and becoming huge during the Japanese era gold rush. It's now a popular destination for a day trip or weekend getaway. After the beautiful tea time, we followed the gold mining history to the surrounding areas and fell in love with the golden waterfall and the scenic mountain views of Jingguashi. It was quite a surreal feeling while being up and down the hills and peaks in between those clouds. Traveling across Taiwan from north to south is quite easy via high-speed rail. We arrived in Tainan, the former capital and oldest city in Taiwan, at Fort Viventia, a magnificent site with great architecture and artistic significance. It has a library of dictionaries that document the Siraya language spoken by the natives during Dutch rule. Then we came to Taiwan Confucian Temple, built in 1666 in Anping Old District. It was the first Confucian temple in Taiwan and the highest official institute of education back then. After we admired the Chinese calligraphy by the famous calligrapher Mr. Chu, we stopped by the iconic Old Tate & Co. merchant house that was established by the British. Next door is a fascinating Anping tree house, a former warehouse with living bayong roots and branches that cover the building. The famous Fort Zeelandia was initially established by the Dutch in the 17th century as an important business center when many Europeans sailed to Asia to develop trade. Then we passed through the internal Golden Castle, built by famous Qing official Shen Baozhen in order to defend Japanese invasions. In the beautiful afternoon, we came to Jinsaijiao tile-paved salt fields. It is the oldest salt field in Taiwan, started in 1818 by local salt farmers. The site was originally a desert, later procured by Taiwan Salt Company. At sunset, the light went on a Hayashi department store in Tainan. It was opened in 1932 during Japanese rule, and it was one of the first buildings in Taiwan with features of elevators. After we cruised through the charming Shannon Street, lined with quaint culture shops and historic homes, we ended the night at Bar TCRC, a hip speak-easy bar inside an old house that offers cocktail infused with rare local ingredients and flavors. It is a must-visit as the bar is nominated as one of the top 50 bars in Asia. Just a little outside of the Tainan city center, we did a little cityscape to Yuguang Island, a popular destination for leisure activities. We stay at the modern and one-of-a-kind Ma'u Villa that's designed and constructed via fair-faced concrete techniques. The interior is a perfect blend between industrial influence and traditional Chinese elements. You can feel the vision, passion, and the hospitality from every detail among the house, and it's truly a cultural and architectural retreat. Although Taiwan is an island, the boating culture is still relatively new to the locals due to the restrictions in the past. Many people may not notice, Taiwan is known for manufacturing top-line luxury yachts. We stopped by the port city Kaohsiung to visit Johnson Yachts and their boatyard to see how they utilize their craftsmanship, innovation designs to realize each yacht owner's dream. It was mesmerizing to learn how much work, time, and energy required to build a house on the sea. Besides the diverse history and development on the island, one of the most enduring things about Taiwan is the food culture. We have invited our dear friend Pili, a local celebrity and TV host known for his popular Eye Walker show, to share his knowledge about the special street food culture by the temples.
台湾小吃文化的特色是在于说，你吃到这个东西，你其实就会想到，不管是妈妈煮的还是谁煮的，对，一个食物跟一个美食，
那种勾扎比的感觉。
对。就是如果你是台湾人的话，就是你到世界各地，你有在台湾住过，你其实回到家乡，你就是一定会想要吃这些东西。对。华人文化呢，大家都很爱拜拜。对。早期因为香火鼎盛啊，无时无刻都要拜拜，那加上很多的庙其实都在干在码头附近，那就会衍生出很多的饮食的文化，就是因为拜拜完要吃嘛，拜拜前可能会吃，甚至买一些贡品。所以就有很多的摊贩莫名的，你知道台湾观察，大概庙前面多少，最少都有1、2家。
我觉得它其实真的还有它精致的地方。
对啊。
那你吃这么多，你也这么会做菜，你觉得这种小吃，它最吸引人，你看，尤其是对外国人来说，你看它一个简简单单的路边小贩，它可以做出一个很精致、很有味道的东西。你觉得它的就是最精致，你觉得最让人最吸引人的地方？坚持。就是它永远就是不会变康，是纯粹，
它不怕麻烦啊！你看这个排骨汤，这个肉，对，它是整只，我们国外吃的那个猪肋排，那叫什么 ？ribs，对啊，然后去炖好几个小时，然后把它剪下来，所以炖汤的那个汤就是这个汤，然后它会放了很多的这个萝卜，然后就让萝卜那个吸收了这个高汤的味道，还有萝卜的甜味放到汤里面，它只有加点盐巴而已。然后跟这个肉非常的好吃啊，而且他们很坚持。你有发现说，我刚刚跟他点的时候他不卖我，对他一定要时间，他觉得到了，他要 ready， 他才给你说看，他要端出来。而且你看这个卤肉饭，他这个也是花了好几个小时，这个肉去把它都是当天的，然后虽然每一家的配方都不一样，但是基本上就是他们会加酱油啊、糖啊，
soy sauce, sugar，
yeah， 还有那个红葱头要怎么讲？
like onion，
对
，red onion，
然后去卤出来，然后再配上饭，然后在台湾内行的吃法就是你要这样拌一拌，对，然后不用汤匙对着头。
Indeed, every dish tasted extra delicious after each insightful information. Another important food culture that we cannot miss is the night market. We treated ourselves at the famous Jilong Miaoko night market in the northern Taiwan, Tainan Dadong night market in the south, and Hualien Dongdamen night market on the east coast. almost lost track on how many dishes and type of food we actually ate. From sticky rice, crab soup with Chinese vermicelli, meat skewers, mango shaved ice, local fruits, hot pot to stinky tofu, and many more. It was like a non-stop marathon feast whenever we go. Thank God we got some workout done by playing the childhood games after we filled the stomach with our favorite street food. Starting from the beautiful Sicao Green Tunnel, we're moving towards Taiwan's wilderness, which offers some of Asia's most amazing nature and adventure possibilities. While heading further south, we made a stop at the old town Henchuan to experience ruins and tension of defense from the old days. The special high platform next to the castle wall is for the event called Changgu, which means Race of the Oblation, happens each year during the Ghost Month. While waking up at this gorgeous Hotel de Plus, with the ocean and blue sky ready to spoil us, we started our staycation in Kentig, where it is famous for its coral reefs, sandy beaches, and tropical setting. Followed by a simple bike ride, we came to the open Longzaipu grassland to enjoy the magical moment under the clouds. Then we arrived at the beautiful Erluanbi Lighthouse, the light of East Asia, located at the southernmost point of Taiwan. There are also many other beautiful landscapes and beaches such as Longpan Park, Jiale Shui, and White Sand Beach that makes you feel like you're in a true paradise. We followed the road onto the east coast, arriving in Luye, Taidong, for the Taiwan Balloon Festival, which takes place every summer. The opening started the night before our hot air balloon ride at the sunrise that came with an amazing view of the large Huadong Valley and the streaming landscape. After our landing, we joined a local tea expert at the tea terrace to discover the rare red oolong tea that is from the region exclusively. We also had the privilege to witness the entire tea-making process at Pili Tea Company, from drying, roasting, rubbing, and finishing. Finally, we got to try the red oolong tea that offers a rich, smooth, and long-lasting taste. We ended the productive morning in our hot spring pool, as Taiwan is known for the unique environment that produces wonderful geothermal spring. Moving on, we continue our road trip and explore along the east coast. We listen to the ocean and admire the whimsical coastline at the mysterious Sanshintai Island, which is connected to the coast with an arch bridge. Then we drove through the Chinshui Cliff that rises hundreds and thousands meters straight from the Pacific Ocean before we enter the famous marble Gorge in Taroko National Park. It's a world-famous destination with breathtaking scenery, incredible peaks, and hikes. It took Liwu River millions of years to carve through these marble rocks and create those unique formations and sites along the gorge. Here, you will truly respect the power and magic of the nature. Within and around the national park, you could also spot the traditional crafts and culture from indigenous tribes, enjoying their authentic homemade tribal dishes that could only be found locally. It is a completely different dining experience from the city life. Right before we wrap up the Taiwan tour, we settled in a private luxury villa in Toucheng to relax and enjoy the view of the Turtle Island and Yilan Plain. There are just too many highlights from the island, and each region offers unique cultures and characters. With no doubt, Taiwan is one of the most welcoming places on earth, as we encounter numerous acts of generosity and kindness throughout the journey. We hope this hidden paradise will attract more adventurous travelers from the rest of the world.